Cheers to the month of love.
Cheers.
Look how man. He doesn't know that after cheers you drink. Hello, our lovely friends. It's been a while. So whilst we are in the month of love, what do you have to share with our friends?
So we're basically talking about love today, isn't it?
All month, really. All month. The whole month is a month of love. So we thought, why not? Let's touch on one or two things regarding giving gifts in marriage, romance in marriage.
Yeah.
I know someone out there will think, these people, don't they have anything to do? Like, you're always talking about marriage, love. But listen, it's also a vital part of our lives that we cannot, take out.
Yeah.
So you and I will agree that some things don't come naturally to everyone.
Yeah.
I know someone will say, oh, I don't need an occasion to remind me to, show my partner that I love them.
Yeah.
But for some people too, it doesn't occur to them naturally. Even if it does, there are also people who, to them, some of these things are a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously, sometimes I think that instinctively, by virtue of instinct, we're able to, put thoughts together and then organize something for our lovers. So whether it's your wife, husband, or a girlfriend or boyfriend, so to speak. But sometimes too, you have to make a conscious effort, which means that it has to be predetermined, preconceived. You have to think about it.
Sometimes you even have to set a reminder on your phone.
Yeah, exactly.
To say, I need to buy flowers on my way for my partner. For me, babe, to even start, I think that if you love someone, you will give to them. John 3:16. It says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. For God so loved us that he gave something that was precious to him. So some of the things that are precious to us, our time, money. For you to get a gift for your love, for someone you cherish, for your wife, for your husband, you love them. That is why you're doing it. It's an expression of love. And different people have different love languages.
Yes.
I remember talking about this love language thing in one of our videos. If you don't know what your spouse's love language is, it's not too late to find out. There's no shame in asking them. Honestly, it's good For some people, their love language is showing them love or buying them gifts, especially on occasions like Valentine's, Christmas, their birthday, anniversaries. If that's their love language, if you truly love them, you will give to them.
Definitely. And just to add to what you said, I think what you said is very, very crucial and very, very relevant. Now, when you're married in a relationship, one thing you need to know is that to be able to make this union work, there are things that you have to do. You see, once you're in a marriage, it's no more about you. That's what the Bible even says in Philippians chapter 2 verse 3, that we should put others before ourselves. And that analogy or that principle which the Bible espouses works in perfectly marriage in relationship. You have to put your spouse before yourself. In other words, you don't seek your interest anymore. The value is not upon yourself, it's upon the other.
Funny you say this, because I listened to this man of God, Jimmy Evans, and he said that to be married means to die first. And I was like, what's this man talking about? To stay in love, to build on your marriage, to see your marriage work, you have to die. Like, yourself has to die. Like Christ died for the church. If you're not going to be selfish and to put someone's needs before yours, that means you've killed yourself.
Definitely.
You have to kill yourself.
Definitely.
You have to be selfless.
Definitely. So
to do what the other person likes.
Thank you.
Because naturally, babe, if I receive my salary and I feel like I need AirPods, I haven't bought it yet. Why should I get you a Valentine gift, like an airpod as a Valentine gift, when I need it myself?
Under normal circumstances, it doesn't make sense. It's nonsensical, isn't it? Yeah, but when it comes to love, and you see, God is wise. That's why in the Bible, like I quoted from Philippians chapter 2, verse 3. God never said that we should put ourselves. God knows that for marriage to work, for relationship to work, it is important that one puts you, the person, you, the individual in question, you abase and allow your spouse to increase. In other words, you bring yourself down and allow your partner. That is how it works. So when you are in marriage, and most importantly, or most of the time, is seeking the interest of your partner or your spouse.
That's right.
And just to wrap it up, with respect to this point you made, one very, very important ingredient, which is very, very integral to you being able to, make your spouse happy and do what, makes them also happy, is understanding. Like you said, the love language is very important. Maybe for me, buying language is not
spending time,
ice cream and flowers and all of that.
That's mine.
But mine is different. So she has to seek mine, and I have to seek her.
Exactly.
Her own is buying flowers and ice cream. Sometimes I'm a bit. I fall short on the corporate because
you're good. You try.
Sometimes when I get busy, but I have to make conscious effort. So I tell her, I say, hey, I have to remind myself. It's been maybe 2 months or 3 weeks or whatever. I haven't bought ice cream for my wife, so I need to go to the shop and get. That is how it is. So, and then I think it's excellent that you understand. You need to understand. Look, don't expect your partner to be the same as yours.
No.
Prioritize their wants and needs. I will say it again. Prioritize their wants and needs over yours.
That's being selfless. That is dying to yourself.
Yes.
And if I am prioritizing you, chances are you will also prioritize me, because you will see it in my actions, the things I do daily. Because if your spouse is having to tell you over and over and over again that these are the things I like, on anniversaries, I want you to recognize them. My birthdays, I want you to, make me feel special. And you're saying, oh, it doesn't matter. I love you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't have married you. No.
It is
The
not true.
person
You don't love
knows that you love them.
You don't.
They do.
No, if you love them, the Bible says you should love in deeds and not in words.
So they do all right, but I think the problem some people have is, I loved you, that's why I married you. I don't need to do these things to show you. But this person's needs are crying out. So you ignoring those needs is making that person feel unheard. You're making this person feel like they're not important. Because if you say you love me, these are the things I find important, like anniversaries, birthdays, celebrations like Christmas and Valentine. I want you to let's do something special, and you are saying it's not necessary. They feel unheard. They feel like they're not relevant in your life. That is what you're communicating when honestly, and we received a text, isn't it? I was going to read it. My phone is there. I'll pick it up and read it from someone that said that, can you please address this? Like, my friend is going through a serious marital crisis because she feels like she's been telling her partner every single time that birthdays are a big deal for me. But the spouse is saying that, they don't need to be. It's like, we're married. Why do you want to bother? My dear, that is the person's love language. And if to grow, for something to grow, if you've got, since I went into planting trees and flowers and things, I've realized that if you're not planting or watering, if you're not watering your plants, I even found out that you have to feed plants. I didn't know. You see? So if you've not been married before, you're now married, and your spouse is telling you that these are the things that makes me happy. Your spouse is telling you that, oh, I like gestures like these. They make me happy. And you're saying, they are not necessary. We already married. These are for people who are dating. No, any marriage without activities, it dies. It becomes stale. And then if you put water in a bottle for a long time, it starts to smell. Although water should be odorless. You see. So the fact that you're married, all you're doing is routine stuff. We go to work, we come back, have sex, then we sleep. No activities to make the thing exciting, evolve, do dynamism.
It gets boring.
Nothing. No. You need to do something that will bring some sort of adventure, and you can discover new parts of your spouse by just being generous and giving to them. In Matthew chapter 26 verse 42, when Jesus was praying and when his death was near, he was scared. There was a point he said to God that, is there no way this cup can go past me? But in the end he said, not my will, but let your will be done, so that he gave his life that the church may be saved. Sometimes all of us, me growing up, there was no mother and father together. So there was nothing to learn, like on occasions you see your mom and dad dressed up. No, there was nothing like that. So we could all say that, oh, we didn't see it. Me growing up, that is the word. I wasn't nurtured that way. That is people's excuse. Yeah, you were not nurtured that way. This person was not nurtured that way either. But they are telling you, they've explored that part of their life and they think that makes them happy. This life, this is it. Why not do it? Kill that self of you that says that where I'm coming from, we don't buy flowers for men or we don't buy flowers for women, so I'm not doing it. Kill that self, because you remember what Mr. Siama said to us just before we got married? Do you remember?
I remember.
So this guy had just lost his wife, and our pastor then said to him, what would you say to these people that are getting married soon? He said, make each other happy. What each other want, do it. When my wife was alive, she loved holding hands, and I thought it was a bit, I didn't like it. It was too much. But now that she's passed on, I wish she was here. So I could hold her hands and make her happy. I wish I fulfilled those memories before she passed on. We won't have each other forever. So as we're here, the little time God has given to us to enjoy, let's make each other happy. What makes you happy? Spending time. I will take time off. Let's spend time together. You know, I remember one of the past Valentines, one of our kids was like 6 months old. We took her to her godparents with the rest of our kids. We went time and refreshed, because parenting in this country can be a bit too much. We came back refreshed and realized that the home is happy. And I've also realized that if you are a giver in marriage, whether male or female, it opens doors for you.
100%.
Do you agree or you don't agree? Do you agree?
Especially the men.
That's why Proverbs chapter 18 verse 16 says that a man's gifts makes room for him and brings him before great men. If you are a giver in marriage, so your wife likes flowers, and every once in a while, whilst you're coming back from work, you bring flowers, it changes the mood around the house.
100%.
Valentine's is coming, and you know that she's into gifts and all of that. How much would they cost you? I have this lady friend. Her gifts are just beautiful, homemade with Jinyame symbols, different colors. Sandra, I'll put the name of her thing down. Just call this lady. She will wrap something nicely. She puts it in a nice gift bag. I'll open it for you guys to see it. Katito. I should have done a close up. Look at that. Jinyame. Oh, you can't see it properly. I should have taken some shots first. You see, this thing, very, very cheap, but your missus will be very happy. Look at it. Look at this. How much will this cost you on Valentine's Day, babe?
It won't cost much.
How much will this cost you?
And they look very beautiful as well.
You choose the colors you want. So if you know your wife's favorite colors, you get them. You put them on the bed somewhere. Babe, I've got these for you for Valentine. You're not breaking the bank. Something simple, you know.
Yeah.
And I think I'm talking so much about this thing, but
these are very, very important
you
points
know,
you're making.
Very, 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 very nice.
Even the example you gave about Mr. Siama, it's so touching.
Very, very, very nice.
Yeah.
You choose the colors, though. And it's not just this lady stuff. There are so many things around that it won't cost you much, but your home will be happy.
Definitely.
There'll be excitement in your home.
You've spoken very well. Some of these points are life transforming points you've shared. Especially the one that struck me was the example from Mr. Siama. You know, Mr. Siama had the opportunity. I mean, the
lady actually said it, told him.
His wife was yearning for that touch.
Yeah.
Just hold my
Every time we're walking, let's hold hands. I love that.
And probably at that point, he didn't see the need for that. He felt it wasn't so necessary, you know.
Yeah.
It's very important. Yeah. And what I find very, very exciting, romantic, is when you work hard to even discover your spouse's love language without they telling you. It's so exciting. You work hard to find them. That makes the person feel, that the person will appreciate the fact that you are really thinking about them. It's one thing being told and one thing working hard to find out.
That's right.
It means that you've got the person on your mind, and you are making every effort to make them happy.
But babe, someone will say, the thing, we are married. It's not like I'm now courting you. We are married, we have children. Why do you want to make things so difficult for me right now?
Let's not joke with. You see, marriage is a school. And one of our pastors, our senior pastors, Reverend Stephen A. Japon, said something that it's always been on my heart, that marriage without activities will eventually die. That's why day in and day
anything
out,
that is not growing dies.
It dies.
Yeah.
Day in and day out, there has to be activities. You have to, your spouse, you need to do something for them. You have to do something for you. It's all part of the activities. You need to spend time together. You know, you need to. Sometimes you have to go on the internet, search a place on their birthday, take them. And listen, those of us who think that,
it's a waste of
I don't want to always be doing things on occasions, like when the whole world is celebrating something.
I don't need someone to remind me.
I don't need the world to tell me, so I'll do it at my own time. When there is no occasion, like Val's Day or Christmas or whatever, no, it is wrong. You see, rather see it as an opportunity. Sometimes opportunities that come your way, they give you the platform to be able to do something that you haven't done before.
That's
right.
or
Or make a statement in the life of your spouse. So I strongly, you don't really have to do anything big on such occasions.
No.
Fine. We know you're good at organizing things at your own time, not when the whole world is celebrating. Fine. Keep doing that.
But
in addition,
there are women that loves
that
these occasional stuff too. In addition to,
remember, I said that from the beginning. I quoted Philippians 2 that we should put our spouse before us.
Yeah.
If your spouse is the type that loves to celebrate or loves gifts on those occasions, do it, because that is their love language. That is how they want. Prioritize that need or that want over yours.
Especially because they won't be here forever.
Yes.
A time is coming that one of you will have to go before the other.
Yeah.
And then you will look back and think, oh my God. Or for those people using children as excuse, we are busy with the children. There are more important things to worry about. Your marriage is one of those important things.
Yeah.
Because it's when that marriage is doing so well that the children also do better.
Because of course, I mean, your spouse, your husband or wife they come before your children. Yeah, your children.
That's a whole another topic.
Yeah.
People will not agree with you.
Because your husband or wife was there before the children came.
And they're going to
leave before.
Those children are people's wives and husbands.
Yeah,
they're going to leave you eventually.
And that is the point where you see that the two of you will struggle to leave. Coexist if the bond is weak, because obviously when the kids were there it covered it, so you didn't know that there wasn't any strong bond between the two of you. Once they depart, that is when you come to feel that void, that vacuum. You know, so it's very important. And I wanted to say this. The Bible says in Ephesians chapter 5 verse 31, I believe, that love is patient and kind. You see, when you are kind, it means showing that friendly, generous, considerate nature. You are considerate. I love that word, considerate. That look, personally, maybe I wouldn't want to do this, but because I'm married, and most importantly, remember, the Bible says love is what patient and kind. Because I love my wife, I want to go all out and do this particular thing for them because I love them. Yeah, so if you're a man, you have to, because you see, naturally, women are good receivers.
Yeah.
That's why when you give a woman, they also come up.
You didn't want to say it, but you're not a virgin.
I am not, by the grace of God. You see, so yeah, it's an opportunity, isn't it? So, my dear friends.
Yeah. So someone is thinking, oh, she knows our finances. He knows our finances. He knows that we cannot go all out and spend so much money. But these things don't have to cost a fortune.
No.
They don't have to break a bank.
No.
Do you remember for I think 2 years ago, I was heavily pregnant, and it was a week. Valentine's Day. I gave birth 1 week after Valentine's. I decided that every time I do, small stuff for my husband, Daniel is not gifts and stuff is not a big deal for him. He'd rather don't get me anything. But for me, I see some sort of excitement in him when he gets it. But it's like, if I get it, fine. If I don't, fine. So I got a lady on our estate to blow out balloons and all of that stuff. And the only thing I bought for that Valentine was just the balloon. Everything else was homemade. I made some really special food. It was almost like finger food with naan bread and all of those bits and pieces. Bought some nice non-alcoholic wine, set a table. I was trying to attach a picture.
Bought perfume.
I was heavily pregnant too. And I gave birth 1 week after this. So I woke up early. I told the lady, please, when you get to the door, don't ring the bell because they'll be sleeping. I don't want them to wake up before I finish my decoration and everything. I spread the balloon along the hallway, got the food ready. And I was even on crutches at the time. I don't even know how I came downstairs without any support. I had crutches on me anyway. But when he got downstairs, the joy. Until now you remember, isn't it?
It was mind-blowing.
It makes you feel appreciated,
at that point, given her condition, I didn't think that she go all out to do that.
Exactly. It makes you feel like, this person really...
I felt really
it's not the measure of my love for you, but you know that, oh, come on, you appreciate a person, knowing that, and then I know some of us women, sometimes we're like, oh, me, I'm not fast, don't worry. Hey, sometimes we are saying, I don't like your stuff, but it means go ahead.
What did he want it? Oh, me, I'm not too fast about birthday. No, she likes it. Don't mistake
Leave us alone. Even Jesus, when Mary Magdalene broke that scented perfume on his foot, and Judas Iscariot was like, this is so expensive. We could have used it for poor people. He says, no, the poor will always be with you, but I will not be here forever. So let the lady show me love. Even Jesus. Oh, come on. So this Valentine, I want to encourage you. Don't say, me, I've been married for 20 years. I don't need these things. You need it. Make the marriage exciting. Make it nice. Rekindle the love you had when you were chasing that woman, all that stuff. And I almost forgot this, babe. Our marriage ceremony, we exchange gold. We exchange gifts. That's how we started marriage.
Yes.
But as we've married, we are not exchanging no gifts anymore.
Wow, this is a very practical example.
Our traditional marriage, where as you were coming to perform my rites, look at all the gifts you brought for me.
Yes. So how come now
this is how you wooed me?
It's too much of a thing to
clothes,
give gifts.
brass, panties, money. You added all these and presented them to me in front of my family. So how come you stopped? Because finally you got me.
No, you can't do it.
These are all significant things. It's like, let it carry on.
Yes, it has to continue.
You see, and don't let it be one-sided. Every time you receive, you're happy. Especially some of the ladies, sometimes you think it's only for men to give us. Men also love to receive gifts.
Yeah.
Men also love to receive attention. Men also love to spend time. Okay, for some people who think their love language is spending time and all of that, spend time with your spouse.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you'll be buying them all the gifts and everything, but you're not spending enough time to them.
Yeah.
They feel like you're not listening to them enough. Especially men. A lot of men are not good at listening.
Hey,
You'll be chatting with them. Sometimes I'll ask him, what did I say? He say,
I'm lost.
He's blocked me out. You know? So please, let's be active listeners.
Yeah.
Let's make each other feel valued. So yeah, whilst in this month of love, we thought, let's remind each other to, show more appreciation through gifts, through spending time, through listening to each other.
Yeah, it's a season of love, season of giving gifts, presents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.